Hi, I'm Felicia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Monday, March 2nd, and I'm trying to elevate my YouTube game a little bit, and I got this little microphone off Amazon. I thought this would help. Let me attach it. How do I sound? Can you hear me better? I tend to be soft-spoken. There's a few reasons for that. One is just my comfortable volume. Also, if I'm feeling sad or down, which I have been feeling quite a bit lately, understandably so, then I also tend to be a little bit more quiet. Also, with a little one, I try to be quiet so that she doesn't come running to see what I'm doing. So hopefully you can hear me better. This was a pretty inexpensive microphone. It actually took me a minute to figure out how to set it up. You just plug it in and turn it on, but for some reason it took me a minute to figure that out. I'm a little bit technologically challenged. I also turned my phone from vertical to horizontal. I've heard that that can be more appealing for video, so hopefully I look and sound a little better. So I got a new dress today. This was a black dress that I ordered for my baby's funeral, but now that I have it and I've tried it on, I don't think this is going to be my funeral dress. I don't think the fit is quite right. The sleeves are a little short, and that's because it has this kind of bell sleeve to it, but it comes up kind of high, like a 3/4 sleeve on my wrist. So I wanted long sleeves, and it's basically just a 3/4 sleeve because it keeps coming down. And it's a little snugger than I thought it was going to be, and I just don't feel like this is the right dress, so I'm probably going to have to order another dress or go out shopping. It is a very pretty dress though, so I'll keep it, and hopefully I can slim down a little bit and feel more comfortable in it. And I think it would be a really nice date night dress. It's just not really what I want to wear to my baby's funeral. Trying to block the mess behind me because I haven't had a chance to organize my room yet since everything that's been going on. Today's just been kind of a laid back day. I did some grocery pickup. I ordered some things on Amazon for the funeral. We've kind of been going back and forth trying to figure out what exactly we want to do for food that day, and I think we finally have it figured out. There's a really nice minister from our church who wants to host our family for dinner or for a meal. They said we can do it before or after the service, and I think we'll do it after. So we're going to have dinner with them at their house. They live near the funeral chapel. And then at the funeral chapel, we'll just do light refreshments. And so we'll just do some sort of self-catering at the funeral home, nothing too fancy, just maybe some deli trays, charcuterie board, some lemonade. And after we finish up there, we'll load up all the flowers and everything in the cars and go have a meal at the minister's house. And it's very generous of them to offer to do that because there's going to be about 11 of us all together. So I've been feeling pretty good today, physically and emotionally, actually. It's been a better day than it has been lately. And I think a lot of that has to do with getting to go to church yesterday and taking sacrament and all of that. It just kind of makes me feel lighter, and I hadn't been able to do that for a couple of weeks. And so it did relieve a bit of burden that I've been carrying, and so emotionally it's been a better day than it's been, and physically I'm doing pretty well. I've been moving around the house a little bit more lately. I still have that stinging. I think it's going to be another week or so before the burning, stinging phase of my healing is finished. My abdominal muscles are really sore from the walking I did yesterday, getting into church and up and down the stairs and all of that. I could have taken an elevator, I guess, but I think it was good for me to get a little physical activity. It was just the right amount of push I needed, and I'm a little bit sore today from it, but it's not a bad sore. It feels like you do when you've had a workout. It's definitely good for me to get out and moving, and so it was overall a positive thing that I got to do that yesterday. I'm also not bleeding as much. TMI, I know. I've been putting this on my bosoms, and it has been helping, I think, kind of dry everything up so that I'm not lactating. I still have quite a bit of fullness, but it's not feeling so hard and tender like it was, and I'm not leaking. I was saying in another video that I feel like this C-section recovery has actually been easier than my first one, and I sort of overlooked a pretty big reason why that is. Unfortunately, this time around, I don't have a newborn to take care of. And so I've been able to rest more than I did the first time. When my daughter was born, she was in the NICU for a week too, and that was an incredibly stressful time. I wasn't able to rest. We stayed with her in her room the whole time. There wasn't really a bed for us, so I would sleep in a recliner chair. There's a lot of things about that period of time that are very traumatic to recall, actually, and it was the worst case scenario for healing from a C-section. And then even when we did get to take her home, I had a newborn baby to take care of who was medically challenged. I had to give her injections of medication twice a day, and she cried a lot, and it was very, very difficult to care for her and also heal at the same time. And so I wish so much that I had a newborn to take care of right now, but since I don't, it has been conducive to my recovery. I also read that when you have a stillborn, they do have to clear out your uterus a bit more than normal. I think with any C-section, they need to thoroughly suction everything out, but since I had extra amniotic fluid because of the fetal high drops, there was probably some extra suctioning and cleaning that they needed to do to make sure there wasn't tissue left over, blood clots, that sort of a thing. So there's a couple of reasons why this recovery has been a little bit easier for me. On a totally different note, I did want to go over some YouTube analytics. So last month I had gone over the previous month's analytics on the 1st, and so I should have done this yesterday on the 1st, but with church and everything, I wanted to have my day of rest, so I didn't. So I'm going to kind of go over that today. I have had some good growth in my channel, and I think that is largely in part because I've been open about my personal life and what's going on. And I know that people unfortunately can connect with what I've been going through, whether it's other mothers who've experienced infant loss or just people who have a lot of empathy for what I've gone through. And I don't know how the algorithm gets my video out to people, but there has been a noticeable increase. As of today, I just looked at my YouTube studio. I have 100 subscribers, which is wonderful. If I'm not mistaken, I only needed to have more than 50 to start doing live streaming. So maybe at some point I can do a live stream, maybe just a quick little, I don't know, Q&A, or if I have something fun to do, I can do a live stream. Apparently I have had 6.4 thousand views. I have 282 watch hours, which is pretty far from where you need to be to get to the monetization level. I think it's 4,000, which is a lot, but I know over time I'll just keep doing my daily vlogs, and then I'd like to maybe add in some additional content, maybe some live streams. So I know it'll get up there eventually, but it is growing, which is what I want to see. So I've gained 71 subscribers in the last 28 days, I think it was. So that's pretty awesome. I'm happy that I have new people to talk to and engage with. And I'm going to try to be better about responding to comments. I want to respond to every single comment, but sometimes, I get busy, life catches up with me. I've got a little one to take care of, and I'm so blessed and privileged I get to be a mom to her. I think this loss that I've just experienced would have been excruciating if I didn't have my daughter and my husband. While it's still incredibly heartbreaking and it's sad, I feel comforted knowing I have my family and I do have a child, and there are people out there who care. So yeah, seeing some noticeable growth on my channel in the past month has been a nice kind of silver lining to everything I've been going through. Well, thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and to all my new subscribers, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.